This video will show you how to transfer your paragraph that has the topic sentence, the detail sentences, and your conclusive sentence into an MLA formatted doc. So here's your paragraph, and I'm doing it as if you have yet to create your in-text citations. Every time you take material from a source, you have to put it into these parentheses, and that is called an in-text citation. So what I've done is just simply create parentheses, and I've highlighted them. Anytime I know that this material didn't come from me, I got it from a source, and I'm going to put my source in there later. So I'm going to take my paragraph and I'm going to put it into a document that's already been formatted for MLA. When you get a document that looks just like this wouldn't be your paragraph. So you would get rid of this paragraph and you would put in your own for pretend. It was actually the same one this time, but this would be your own. In MLA format, it's always 12-point font, it's always Times New Roman font, and it's always double spaced. So everything's double spaced except for this, so I need to do that. So here's your double space, line spacing. I'm just going to go to double. Now, I need to cite my sources to avoid plagiarism. So I'm going to go to EasyBib. I only want to create citations. But before I do that, in order for EasyBib to work, you do have to disable the ad blocker. You do have to do that, so make sure it's disabled. I only want to create citations. MLA 8 is what I want. My source type is a website. So I'm going to go back to my organizer. I'm going to get my URL for my source. And I'm going to cite it. I've already checked that it's a credible source. National Geographic is credible. Cite. This is excellent information, but I'll tell you what it's saying. I'll summarize it. Continue. Add any information you have below. The starred boxes are strongly suggested, but you have to do everything. The article title is 5 Jerboa Facts Explaining Cute Jumping Rodents, National Geographic. Now I'm going to do this for pretend because often you can't find authors of articles. Whoops. So I'm going to go back into this article to find that missing information. I see that Liz Langley is the author because it says meet the author, Liz Langley, but I'm going to pretend that I couldn't find the author for this article. That way you'll be able to see how to do an in-text citation if you can't find the author. So I'm going to leave that blank, but I would not normally. I would fill in all of these. The publisher or sponsor is National Geographic. If you can't find it there, it's often at the bottom. They don't have the electronic publish, so I'm going to look for that. Again, this was my article title. You don't want to think that this is the actual article title. Let's see, February 11th, 2014. The date was the 11th. It was February. It was 2014. Now, I'm going to pretend that that's all the information I could find. I wouldn't normally leave this blank, but again, often you can't find the author, so I'm going to teach you how to do it. If you can't find the author, I'm going to complete my citation. My citation is in this list. Right there. Now I'm going to get my second citation. I have two sources. One of my sources was this National Geographic. I've got that one. It's the same source. So now I'm going to go to this source, my second source. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to cite it. Very good information. Those are lessons that we'll be teaching you. Cite. It found all of this information. It could not find this information. We need to fill that in. Add any information you have below. The starred boxes are strongly suggesting it's found the title. Now the author's first name and last name, that doesn't look right. So let me see. Whoops, wrong one. So I'm going to go, you have to actually go back into your site. Okay, that's correct for my author, J. Sharp. Publisher sponsor, Desert USA. Got everything filled in, but I still need this electronic publish date. No date there, no date there. No date, no date, no date. Now here I have a copyright date, but that's not the date of the article. So I'm going to have to leave that blank. That's everything. I'm going to complete my citation. I've got both of my sources. Here's my citation list. So here is my citation where for pretend I couldn't find the author. When you cannot find the author, you must put the full title in your in-text citation. Here's my citation where I could find the author. Go up to Export. Export. Save to Google Docs. Go to Google Docs. I look through, everything looks fine. So now I have to get that works cited onto my final draft. So I'm going to Control A, that gets everything. Then I'm going to, well, Control or Command, then I'm going to Control or Command C to copy. I do a new page for my sources. And now I have a nice works cited. Now I have to create my in-text citation. So here's my information from the blog. And I would have to go back and check. So since this one did not have an author, I must use the title. And I have it in quotes. Titles of short works are in quotes. And that was a short work. So that one was for here. I'm not going to have a period there. The period goes outside the quote. Here's for here. I'm not going to have a period there. The period goes inside the quote. Now I've got one left. This one I did have the author, but it's only the author's last name. It's only the author's last name. Control C. Now I have everything ready. And at this point, I would edit and revise my paper, and then it would be good to go.